All right, now we're joined by one of the newest members of the Giants, cornerback Paulson Adebo. Paulson, good to talk to you again, man. How are you?
Hey, what's up, man? Nice to be here.
All right, so you were really excited when you first got here. We talked, and now you've been here for about 2 months.
Yeah.
What has it been like?
It's been great, man. I think just getting in here, meeting all the guys, competing with them, learning the scheme, learning how things are done in this organization. It's really just been a blessing for me to be here.
What has it been like learning the defense? How has it been? How is it similar or dissimilar to what you did in the
Yeah, I mean, some of the things that we do are similar. When you play a number of years in the NFL, different defenses play same schemes, different terminology, things like that. But every defensive coordinator has their spin on things. So learning the different nuances of a defense, that's been kind of fun and exciting to do with the rest of my DBs.
You came from a place that played a lot of press man. Giants played a lot of zone last year, but talking to guys, I'm getting the sense that press man's going to get slid into this game plan as well too. Have you sensed that over the course of the spring?
Oh, for sure, yeah. We definitely want to press guys. I mean, whenever you can press a team, receivers, you make it harder on them, make them have to get off the line. You eliminate certain routes. There's only certain routes that they can run if you're pressed up as far as slowing down the time clock. So that's definitely something that we want to do.
You have Marquand Manuel and Jeff Burris as your two position coaches along with Pops.
Absolutely.
Pops Adams. What has it been like working with those three guys? New for you, new for us too. We haven't had them here in the building coaching together in that room.
Yeah, man, it's been really good. 3 guys that have played at a high level, 3 guys that have coached at a high level. So you have that level of pedigree and wisdom from M, Pops, JB. Like, it's just really good to have their knowledge and guys that have done it at a high level, really, to be able to impart their wisdom on us.
We had Javon here as well, and we talked about how the freedom at safety with him and Tyler being interchangeable allows him to disguise and things like that in nature. Do you sense that that's going to be a big part of what this defense does in the back end, using disguise? And even outside, you and Deontay and Tay are both really big players. Flock can play inside and outside. Do you sense that's going to be a big part of what you guys do to try to make quarterbacks hesitate that extra second to give your pass rush a chance to get home?
Yeah, I think anytime you have the level of guys that we have in the room that can do so many different things, you have to use their versatility, and use that to our advantage. So definitely we have guys that can play free, that can play down in the box, play nickel, play outside. So definitely something that we want to use.
We had Tay here talking to him. What has it been like working with him on the outside? Frame-wise, he's not that dissimilar to you. He's a bigger guy. What has it been like trying to work with him and try to get him to take the next step in his career?
Man, Tay's been phenomenal this whole spring. I feel like he's been phenomenal. Just exciting to be around. And then as far as him being able to make plays on the ball, downfield, press, can run with anybody, big, strong corner. So I've been really impressed with how he's attacked this spring, and I think he's going to have a great season.
I think Flott's had a great spring, too. He's been getting his hands on the ball every practice.
Yeah, absolutely. Flott's been... he might be our best DB as far as making plays or whatever. So he's been doing great this whole offseason. So definitely excited for him as well.
The Giants Huddle podcast is brought to you by Citizens, the official bank of the Giants. From game day celebrations to your everyday financial needs, Big Blue fans can get the most out of every moment with Citizens. Go to citizensbank.com/Giants.
Huddle up, get in here. If you're lined up here, you gotta go over the middle with it to score.
Right. How do we make that happen?
I don't know, but Citizens does.
Make sense of your money with Citizens, official bank of Eli Manning.
As you look ahead now, what do you think when this whole defense comes together with the front, the secondary, Bobby, and his group at the linebacker? What is this defense going to look like when everything comes together and we start playing ball in September?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really exciting. You got a lot of guys that are going to be attacking the ball, emphasizing turning the ball over, playing hard, playing for one another, and then having swag out there as well, having fun. So I think it's going to be exciting. I'm excited for it.
How do you practice getting takeaways?
You kind of just have to mentalize it, right? And really be intentional about whether you're punching the ball, whether you're snapping your head around to try to pick the ball off, whether you're staying after and just visualizing doing drills, throwing the ball, whether you're on the jugs machine. There's a number of ways to do it. Obviously, the quarterback has to throw it to you, right? The offense has to make a mistake. So technically, if they don't make a mistake, you don't get a turnover. But the more times you can visualize it, the more time you can rep and do different drills, which our coaches have done a great job putting us in those positions, whether we're working on punching the ball, whether we're working on, turning our head and finding the ball. So the more times we drill those drills, it'll kind of come to fruition in the game.
Finally, we talk a lot about, this defense, what it's going to look like, playing outside, playing man. When you think about this defense as a whole and what this secondary can do and how you guys complement each other in a room when you're communicating, you're watching film, how do you talk to one another? How do you talk through plays on tape after practice where you're trying to learn from each other and make each other better?
Yeah, for sure. You learn how different people, we have to use the same terminology. And so that's really the big thing, being able to communicate, especially when you're out on the field. It's easy to do it in the classroom, but when you're out on the field, communication is key. So we definitely stay after practice, go through different plays, go through different scenarios. Hey, how'd you see this play? Oh, I saw it like this. Oh, I would have done this differently. Oh, okay, I like how you did that. So just kind of that constant reassurance and that constant line of communication.
And we talk about pads. You know, in the spring, you can't pay attention to the defensive line. There's no pads, there's no contact. How does that impact you as a corner? When there's, not supposed to have any contact in OTAs, right?
Yeah.
No pads, you're a big physical corner. How does things change for you when you get to training camp and you can start doing more of that stuff?
Yeah, for sure. I think off-season program is good for working on your technique. It really, owning in on the technique of things. When you get to put pads on, it becomes a little bit of a different game as far as hand placement, as far as getting your hands on receivers. Obviously in the trenches, those guys are shedding and it's a little bit more live action. But definitely those things are something that you have to work on, and you can just use it to work on different parts of your game, right? I know I can't put my hands on people yet, so let me work on my feet, right? Let me work on getting out of my breaks. Let me work on being clean and not doing some of those things. So, yeah.
Paulson, good stuff, man. Appreciate your time, dude.
Man.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you.